One thing I want to ask you about, this goes back to 2000. There was I believe it was a Democratic forum in April. Where you stood up and you held up a sign that said wanted full-time mayor, and you were arguing against the fact that Patty Dowling could not serve both as mayor and as a member of the Governor's Council. What do you say to those people who say it's a little hypocritical of you?
It's very simple. It's very simple. Patricia Dowling campaigned. She was a governor council. She campaigned telling the people, if I'm elected mayor, I will not run for re-election for governor council, which was the next year. She campaigned on, it's on the record, the Eagle-Tribune has a clipping, it came out on your paper. She campaigned saying, if I'm elected mayor, I will not run for re-election for the governor council. She got elected mayor. And she was campaigning for re-election. So the difference is that I ran for mayor, telling the people, if I'm elected mayor, I will finish out my term.
About the people who have said in the media and elsewhere, talk radio, blogs and comments, the reason that you were holding on to both jobs was because you wanted the two salaries. It was your ego. It was having the power. It's being able to be all. Obviously, that must have upset you quite a bit. What is your response to the people who were saying this was all about the money, or this was all about the ego?
It didn't bother me at all, because the people who were saying that are people who don't know me, are people who don't know those who reside in my community that I represent. So it didn't bother me at all. But what I have to say to them is that if they will have seen me working, maybe they will have a change of heart or change of opinion, because I do work hard.
What's probably your number one thing that you're most proud of doing in your first 40 days?
Well, there is not one thing. It's a combination of many. Mm-hmm. If I was to pick one, it's the confidence that the people who are working at City Hall feel, that they have leadership that it's available when they need to see me, to talk to me, that I'm around. That I go to this department and the people welcome me when I come in. They don't feel the fear or the neglect or not seeing me in 8 years. That is a big accomplishment.
What is your goal coming up in the next 40 days? What's your next big thing to accomplish beyond the legislation, beyond?
Beyond that, in the next 40 days, I want to try to see if we can, if not double, at a minimum, receive the same amount of money that we have received from collecting the bills that people owe the city. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive in doing that. That's one of my main goals, because the more we collect, the more we reduce the budget, the less personnel we need to cut, because we're going to have to cut personnel. If the unions don't sit at the table in good faith and negotiate, we have no other choice but to do some personal cutting.
You've mentioned a couple times your mom. What was your mom's advice in your decision? Was it to keep the state rep?
I have, like everybody else, a lot of people that love me, that will do anything for me. When I'm campaigning, knocking on door, I open the door, places that I've never been to. And when they ask me to come in, you will find in the refrigerator every picture, every little thing that I have sent in my campaign in prior years. There. It's amazing. I have good friends, close friends, best friends. But no one feel the pain as your mom. Nobody wants the best for you more than your mother. I think somebody said a mother's love is something you cannot imitate or replace.
What is the message you want to give to the world about Lawrence? about your great city?
It's a great city. Excuse me, made up of great people, hardworking men and women of all races. That's why they call it the immigrant city, because we got people from all over. The perception that some media outlets have put out there about us is totally unfair. It's totally biased. It's, you come here and you're going to find out, you're going to be surprised that this is not the portrait that some people have painted outside. And, we have a new leadership, but that does not mean that just because we have a new leadership, everything is changing and we have to pack and leave and run. I'm a mayor for the whole city, so I'm a mayor for every person who resides in the city, regardless of who they voted for. And that's the message, come and see us, talk to us.